What's up? And welcome to episode number 63 of Marty's Illegal Stick, recorded here on February 7th, 2022. We have got a wild show lined up for you. And in case you couldn't tell, we've already had our technical difficulties get out of the way because I hit the wrong button on the intro. That's our new intro, brought to you by the one and the only, the Macho Don Real, who worked so hard last night to put that together. How you doing, pal?
Get a hold of me for any of your technological social media needs. Thank you. No, it's not that much effort. I mean, it was fun, but no, we're going to be cranking out some more video content, all that kind of stuff. Hey, guys, what's up, Barry? Who's out, boys? Obi, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you're watching, give us a follow, give us a like, share the posts, watch the podcast, follow me on Twitter, @RealTalk. Scotty, thank you for the introduction.
Absolutely. And do listen to him because he is the IT guru around here, because we were just talking about this. I should actually have a Commodore 64. That's how bad I am with this.
His laptop's beige.
Yes, it is. But anyways, guys, we're going to have to put our seatbelts on. We're going to have to get our airbags out because we have got a wild, wild show lined up for you tonight. Tonight, we have got with us the Kings of Section 203 at the Adirondack Bank Center. Amongst the loudest guys in the crowd at every single Comets home game. They are the one, they are the only, they are the BAHL'S Army. First of all, we'll bring in Mr. Scott Schuster. Scott, how are you?
How's it going tonight, boys? Who's out?
BAHL'S
out. You got it. Let's do it. Come on.
So hyped. I love it. I love it so much.
Absolutely.
I love it so much.
And we've got another member of the BAHL'S Army with us tonight. We got Mr. Josh Amodio. Josh, what's happening?
I'm doing well. How are you guys? Who's out?
BAHL'S out.
BAHL'S out.
Never gets old. Never gets old.
No,
dude, I gotta tell you 100%. Like, before we get too far into this, we'll talk more, but this is my favorite part of the whole season. Like, the team's playing great. It's awesome, but this is my favorite part.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? This is just like, this is so awesome. So let's get right into it, guys. Give us how did the BAHL'S Army get started?
Sky, you take that one, man.
All right, man. So preseason game, right? Picture it, Adirondack Bank Center. I know for myself, I didn't know a Devils prospect from anybody because I had been all in with the Canucks system, right? Out skates is huge dude, 6'8", right? Like, man, this guy's gonna lay everybody out. I can't wait. So as he'd come out on the ice, be like, hey, to my buddy Mark sitting next to us, balls out, watch, balls out. Let's see what's gonna happen. I mean, then we started going balls out. That's pretty funny. That's really good. I like that. So being the degenerates that we are, we started screaming balls out every time he came out on the ice.
The adult teenagers started kicking in us.
Yeah. Josh, who sits directly behind us, started getting in on it. And finally one night I said, I'm going to make a shirt that says balls out, and I'm going to start wearing it to the games. So I made a shirt. And then everybody's like, "Oh, I want a shirt too." And man, it's been spreading like COVID, we say. Yeah. The BAHL'S Army is spreading like COVID.
I don't know. After the other night, I mean, I don't know how many messages we both received. Like, I want a shirt. I want a shirt. I want a shirt. It was all over social media. We want a shirt. We want a shirt. So I don't know. What'd you get? Like 30 messages just after the game?
I have an order of 30 shirts right now for my wife sitting on her desk.
Let's go. Hey, you guys got your tires pumped by the Comets too. They retweeted you. That was probably huge for you. Traffic.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
Well, big for them too, man. Big for them as well.
That's right.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right.
Yeah, you want to know on that video where they posted BAHL'S and his Army had their night, has over 200 likes. If you go back and scroll through the Comets posts, not too many posts that have had over 200 likes here recently. So, I mean, it's good for them just as it's good for us. So,
absolutely.
Yep.
It's in their best interest to embrace the fans that are crazy like this, right? Like, especially like me and Scotty talk about all the time. I've been going to games at the Odd since like I can barely remember. It's where I fell in love with the game. So when us fans like us embrace the team like this, like, let's go, get incorporated with the fan base. It's great. I love it.
Well, when we first started, actually, we started yelling balls out, balls out. But when we really first started, it was somebody in our section. There's 6 of us right immediately in the area right now. And we always kept an eye on, okay, when's Kevin going out? And then we would just yell balls out, and everyone else would start yelling balls out, balls out. And it wasn't until one of our members, Obi, who I think Obi's listening. Hey, Obi.
What's up, Obi?
What's up, Obi? And one night, Obi just yelled, "Who's out?" And it was about 4 or 5 games ago, I think. And Scott and I just literally, it just clicked. And we're like, that's it. Because Obi yelled, "Who's out?" And everybody else just yelled, "Ball's out." And right after that, it just started picking up speed and grew legs. And people in our in neighboring sections now, if we miss, very few times, but if we miss a shift, somebody on another section over is yelling, "Who's out?"
I love it.
What are you saying? You got ball spotters?
Yeah, we got ball spotters. Yeah,
another good one. Yes.
Jason Stevens in the comments off Facebook says, "Where's the foot fetish shirts?"
Oh, hey,
that's
ball gets called up. That might be what we're moving into. You never know.
And then, Barry Shelley, our good friend from the Rink of Dreams Facebook group. Anybody that's in there watching, shout out to Barry. Runs. He says he would love to have you guys come down sometime. He runs basically what I would consider the unofficial minor league hockey Hall of Fame down in Cooperstown, New York. So.
Oh, nice.
Big shout out to him and everybody else that's watching. Great job, guys. We got like 1 million balls out in the comment section.
That's right. All night long. So.
It's even gotten better. We've started carrying little balls with us now too.
Oh, dude, that's epic. Yes, dude. Oh, that's so great. I swear to God, it's been like the pulse of the fan cheering lately. Like it's been kind of rough. I think the last couple games, I don't know if anybody else has noticed. I feel like I'm the only person in my section that's participating in a "Let's Go Comets" chant, but can totally rely on the "Who's out, balls out" every shift. It's great.
Well, they certainly have to embrace it, and the Comets have done that. I mean, a couple of years ago, we had Saucerman show up, and you had Saucerman shirts starting to show up. I mean, that's
awesome.
This is something that Scott brought it to the table, and we went balls out on it.
No pun intended.
We really did.
You know what? We've always tried to do something. One year, Josh bought us all the horns that he still uses, and we said Section 203 was real horny because we would just blow the horns. We've always been trying some sort of a gimmick, but this is actually really caught on. So, I mean, I'll tell you, this is the best year I've had being a Comets fan.
Oh yeah. Not
even talking about the hockey, just going to each game. I mean, I show up every game pumped because our team is playing awesome. It's when the Canucks were here, if I missed a game, it was okay. I'd stay home and watch it on AHL TV. This team, I want to be there watching them,
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I didn't get to go to the game Friday night. It tore me up. It killed me.
Same. Yeah.
Saturday.
Saturday was fun.
That's the one we want to talk about because Friday night I was able to go to that one because it's funny because we're all on the same side, right? You guys are in 203, I'm in 205, and Dom, you're 206, correct?
Yeah, and then our good buddy tuning in, Jeff Hart's over on your guys' side too. He says he needs a shirt. Jeff, what size you want? They'll hook you up.
Yeah, let's go.
But yeah, I mean, after that supercharged win over Laval on Friday night, where he had the big brawl at the end, and man, what a game!
Coach Deneen on the ice.
I know, right?
And we miss it, Dom.
I was waiting for him to start grabbing jerseys, start pulling them over heads. I was waiting for it, right?
Going full torts.
Just as a reminder of Coach Deneen past, But anyways, Saturday night was just an amazing night for you guys. And of course, Kevin Bahl, 38 seconds in, gets the scoring started, and the Comets just took off from there and never looked back. Springfield never really got their game going at all. Comets pretty much blew them out 5-1, and you guys had an awesome night as the Balls Army. So take us into what happened there.
So the question has always been, what are we going to do if he scores at home? When he scores at home, right? It's bound to happen.
Yep, right.
Do we plan it or do we just go with it? We just went with it. He scored. We started jumping up and down. I ran down the stairs. I'm hauling butt down the stairs because I want to get down by the glass. And almost tripped on the last stair and almost
I caught you at the bottom.
He caught me at the bottom. We get down there, we're jumping around like we didn't know what to do. We had thought about making a lap around the bowl, but with the handicap section there, we would have had to go out and around and all that. So, but honestly, I don't know who enjoyed the goal more, us or Michael Lair, the radio announcer.
Right?
Because
Michael Lair was beat red when we got back up, and he was just yelling, saying the Balls Army crew is up and going nuts. They're going crazy at the first break. He actually came right out from the booth. And you just start shaking her head and saying, "Hey, congratulations, man! Congratulations, guys! This is awesome. You deserve this. You deserve this."
Oh, that's great.
So, but running down the stairs, passing, and then Dom, I think you know my brother Roger.
Yep.
I mean, who doesn't know my brother Roger in the stands?
Great guy.
Every goal, he runs up those stairs. So Scott and I are running down, and we're high-fiving Roger as he's coming up the stairs. We're high-fiving him on our way down, and we had a blast. We had a great time after that goal, and then watching as the plays went, and he started scoring, and he started assisting on the others. Scott and I were just going crazy. We were going nuts, and the rest of the guys, of course.
And then it kind of became evident, man, he's going to be a star of the game. Like, it's going to happen. And that's when Michael came down, and Michael said, I had mentioned to him that we had the shirt in the car. So Michael actually got me security to go outside with me, so because there's no reentry, so I could go outside to my car, get Kevin's shirt, because we were going to give it to him after the game. But Michael's like, "No, we want you to go get it and throw the shirt on the ice when he gets a star." So I went out to my car, got the shirt. He talked to security to make sure that I could get down to the glass, and they wouldn't yell at me.
The whole section for us right down there.
Yeah.
He said, "You throw it on the glass, you throw it over the ice. You got permission. You can do it all."
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
That is really cool. That is
so cool. So he skates out. I chucked the shirt. Of course, he didn't see it at first, and then when he saw it, it's funny when you watch the video back, because when he picks that shirt up, the crowd pops. Oh man,
Yep.
It was the best. It was the best. It was
It was awesome. Yeah, it was great. We're right there, right? I'm in 206. I'm like, we're row E, so it's only a few up from the concourse, and I'm like, where everyone I'm sitting with getting ready to leave, I'm like, no, we got to watch this because it's going to be awesome. Like, it's so great. Dude, he gave you a stick too. That's great. Like, that was killer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sent it over. We all kind of had a hold of it. Josh grabbed it and ended up giving it to my son, so he's got that for his wall.
That's what I was wondering. Who got the stick?
Yeah, right.
Yep. I mean, we could have cut it in 3 or 4 or 6 or whatever, but
well, if it was, I mean, Bahl is what, 6'8". He's like an oak tree on skates, so you could probably have cut it into like 6 or 7 pieces, and it would have been enough for everybody to go around.
It's literally. I'm 5'11". It was taller than me, so I know that thing was at least 6 foot tall to stick. And so it was hysterical when we were like, "Oh my gosh, this thing's tall."
Yeah, it's the tree trunks, probably 120 flex, like ridiculous.
We measure it because my son has Andre Padan stick, and if you remember Andre Padan, he was a big dude, and it's bigger than his stick. So we were kind of measuring to see who's bigger, measuring Ball's wood, if you will.
Well, courtesy of as Jeff said in the comments, the Bahl Walsh, which is the best pairing in the conference. I love it.
Well, that's funny because we of course we yell out more than just "Who's out, Balls out" up that way. Anything that goes on with Kevin Bahl on the ice, we've got a saying for. So whether balls deep, whether
balls deep is good.
Balls deep's a
ball
good
stuck
one.
on the bench.
Yep, balls stuck on the bench.
I was dying the other night with free ball. I was
free ball.
dying. It was in the penalty box.
I'm so mad I didn't get to see that.
Are you kidding me? Awesome.
Thanks. Oh man, that is great. That's wild.
So you guys got your picture taken with him afterwards too, correct?
We did. Yeah, we did. The plan was to stay afterwards to meet him. And of course, shirts signed, that's what we had to do.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. So the plan was to actually stay that night. We had already planned on it, and it just happened that was the night that he did what he did. And so it was really nice to be able to see him afterwards and do that. He had his shirt, of course, and we got that picture taken. He signed shirts, signed the stick for Aaron, for Scott's son. We had a nice conversation. It was awesome.
Yeah, he seems like a good kid. Like, he seems like a nice guy. Obviously, it's hard to tell, but he seems like a good guy.
And you know what? He loves it. He loves this. When you talk to him, he's like, "I see you guys before warm-ups down by the glass." He goes, and I just get fired up for the game, he said. And I was lucky enough to lead the Utica chant on Saturday night.
Killer, man.
And he goes, when you did that Utica chant, he goes, I was fired up. I don't know what else to say. He goes, I was so pumped.
Dude, that's awesome. That's it. Well, Scotty, we talked about this at the beginning of the season because obviously you guys would know, like, follow whether or not you were a fan of particular teams, you follow the AHL because it's the Comets, right?
Yep.
And Binghamton, especially, like the last few years, has been terrible attendance wise. So to give these guys, not just Kevin, but anybody, a shot to play in front of fans who are crazy enough to like identify with a player and make them shirts and have an army in their name is killer, dude. That's awesome. Then it's so cool. Yeah, Barry, to answer your question, you guys are from the Utica area, of course. Josh Murphy told my son I'm working on getting him a shirt. Everybody gets a shirt. Give everybody a shirt.
Yeah.
Me and Scott,
you know what?
Me and Scott talked about it before the game. We were standing next to the glass. Everybody needs a shirt. Read out the odd. Let's go.
We were just talking about this before we went on the air for everybody who's listening. And we were just saying that if they got enough Balls Out shirts and put them in the Comets team store, it would probably outsell like 90% of the merchandise in there right now.
Oh,
yeah, the shadow of a doubt.
Dude, get the official AHL license.
We would have to move to a t-shirt shop because my wife, oh man, she wants to kill me now with 30 shirts. Every game I come home, I'm like, "Are you in a good mood or no?" Here's 10 more. Sorry.
Here's a good one. My buddy Drew up in Ontario is a big Comets fan. He says "Balls Out shirts Ontario." Yeah, Drew, we can get your shirt.
Yeah,
dude, I'm just shilling shirts. I'm giving your wife more work.
By the time Dom's done, it's going to cost these poor guys like $2,000 in shirts. You know?
Hey man,
at Balls Army on Twitter, man.
Yeah, at Balls Army on Twitter. Great follow. Huge support of your boy, and I appreciate that.
Of course, man. You have to.
You know, funny story because Josh said, his son's 6, and you guys have got him yelling balls out at the Comets games.
It's funny appropriate.
It is because
it has an H in it.
My family was doing it the Sunday afternoon when the Comets were playing in Cleveland, and I had 2 TVs set up in the living room because I wanted to watch the football games and the Comets game. So I got the football game on mute, and the Comets are on, right? So ball comes on the ice, right? Doesn't my wife and daughter both simultaneously? Who's out? Balls out. I'm like, that is so awesome.
All right, let's go.
That's amazing.
Support your balls, says Jeffrey. Barry Shelley said he'd print you guys up some pucks. He prints out these logos on pucks. They're pretty cool. So we'll get you some of those.
Nice.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah, it's something cool to have.
Thank you.
But yeah, I had a group next to me because I'm in a row. There's a family of 4 season ticket holders. They're cool. They're my seatmates, the Pacilios. What's up, guys? They listen to the show. And then there's 2 free seats because Deaf Steve didn't renew his seats because he's a jerk and didn't tell me till the day we're supposed to pick up our seats. And then there's another 4 family tickets next to us. And the kids, there's normally like 2 parents and like some kid, but there was just the kids, and they're all yelling balls out. And I pulled my jersey up and I had the shirt on. They go, "Dude, I need one." I go, "You got to go up there. You gotta go up there. I'm just a messenger boy. I got nothing to do with it.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm a fan of the fans.
I've had kids come up to me and ask for them. I've had old people come up and ask me for them. It's like everybody wants a piece of it.
That's it. Now we just got to have a balls night or balls out night at the Comets game. That's it.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, dude, we're waiting for the wheel of cams to actually be the ball cam.
Yeah, there you go.
Listen, that better not happen on a $3 beer Wednesday.
Boy,
could turn into a problem.
That can only happen on $3 beer Wednesday. Right?
Josh wrote section 2. Everybody's on our side. Everybody that's crazy is on our side of the arena.
Right?
So listen, I heard. I don't want to start trouble, but I heard that there's one fan that when we yell balls out, yells "Who cares?"
Really? Yep.
And to that guy, I say, we're having fun. If you're not, we don't care.
Right?
No kidding.
Jordy
we started doing this for ourselves, okay? Because we enjoy it.
Yeah.
Everybody's caught on because they enjoy it. Don't be the wet blanket.
Well, Scott, I had some lady yell at me the other day because I was making too much noise. Apparently, I was banging on a chair. Whatever. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be annoying. Whatever. But like my whole point, I went on a rant about this last week. I'm sure if you listen, you heard this. It's supposed to be a hard place to play. Like we're supposed to be. The fans are supposed to be crazy. And like I understand. I'm not saying like hockey is for everyone. You should come and enjoy the game. I get it. But like if you don't want to hear noise, then I don't know what you're doing. Watch at home.
That's agreed. I agree. Yeah.
Josh is confirming. Yeah, bro. He's a few rows behind us. Oh, it's not good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, not good. Hey. If he has a problem, he can come up and talk to the Army.
Dude, get him a shirt. Embrace. You're enlisted.
There you go.
Get enlisted. You're
Hiro.
in the Army. So
it sounds like he just needs a hug or a beer or something.
For real. So I was breaking their chops and everybody because I got two guys I work with sit behind you guys. So and a bunch of other people. After we talked on Twitter and you said you were going to get me a shirt, I was telling everybody, Scotty and everybody in the group chat, all my friends, I go, do you know what's happening Wednesday night? And they're like, what? I go, I'm being enlisted. Do you know what I'm being enlisted into? And they're like, what do you mean? A very specific army. The BAHL'S Army. just making such a big deal about it just because it's funny, dude. And then you guys, oh man, killer. Dude, it's killer.
Dude, people come up to me and they'll say, how do I join the club? And I'm like, I made it up. I don't know. Let me think of a rule.
It's not really a club. I mean, are you a Comets fan?
Yeah, like I don't know, man. If you can yell and cheer and be loud, then you're in. I don't know.
We found humor in it, and this is where it's gone to right now, and it's awesome. I mean, it really is great.
We just got to find a way to get this to the other side of the arena, and we'll be rolling.
Yep.
Because there's just nobody that wants to cheer over there. It's driving me nuts.
Well, I know they can hear us over there. I know they can hear us because
100%.
My fiance has received text messages from a friend of hers over on the other side saying we can hear them, and I feel sorry for you. Or no, I feel embarrassed for you. But we know it's all in good humor. But they can hear us over there.
Josh is tuning in, says that we need to get BAHL'S pins, and I totally agree.
I talked about it. That's something we also thought about. Stickers.
Well, I'll tell you what.
BAHL'S out stickers so that we could stick them everywhere. Yeah,
that'd be great. Well, we got some Marty's Illegal Sick pins coming. We'll make sure you guys get them as soon as they get in. So
there you go. Yeah. Sounds good. Thank you.
I mean, Marty's beats the BAHL'S Army. Yeah.
There you go.
Which, it's amazing that the Comets are like the best team in the AHL, and this is just taking on a life of its own. I mean, honestly, in a weird kind of way, it almost overshadows that the Comets are winning so much because we got so used to the Comets winning all the time that it's I mean, in a great way that this has been awesome. I mean, it's just been something that the fans have totally embraced, and we're definitely going to keep this going all season long. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no doubt about that.
BAHL'S out chants during tailgates for the playoffs is going to be banana lands.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait. Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Definitely. Well, guys, I mean, but the Comets are obviously the reason why we are going to the games and watching the games and getting so excited about the games. And Patrick Williams on the AHL.com had an article out the other day. Basically, everybody knows that the AHL All-Star Classic was canceled this year due to COVID concerns in Laval, Quebec. But he put out his All-Star teams anyways, which I thought was a pretty good idea. And for his AHL North team, he had 3 Comets on there. So he had, he had Akira Schmid, Alexander Holtz, and Riley Walsh representing the Comets. So assuming you can only have 3, do you guys agree with this list, or should there be somebody else on there besides Kevin Bahl?
I think I named about 12 to Dom today on Twitter because I kept changing my mind. So, but when you have a team that's playing this well, I mean, how many guys do we have that have over 20 points, right? We got 5 or 6. So it's hard to pick just 3, but I definitely said Chase DeLeo. 35 points on the season for him this year, leading the Comets in points. I think it's hard to not put him on there.
Right. He's over a point a game player.
Yeah, I was going to say 1.3 points a game. I think he is something like that right now.
And it's so exciting watching him on that line with Holtz.
Oh, dude.
Just the two of them dishing the puck to each other. It's especially we sit up high so we can see it all, and just watching those two together. It's just so much fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, he's such a spark plug out there for the team, too.
Yep.
The comment section agrees with Chase, by the way.
Yeah. He has been awesome for us.
And not to mention what he's been able to do. He's missed a lot of games with us, too, honestly, between injuries and what did he get called up to earlier this year? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, so he's missed some time, and he's still been such a huge part for a team that's with how big of a lead we have in the standings to not really have that one guy that's standing out points wise. There's so many that are close. Is crazy.
Yeah,
and we said it right. I mean, one guy's out of the lineup, somebody else is. It's a different hero every night. It's not the same guy. So
it's Kevin Bahl,
right?
Who's out?
Kevin was our hero.
Who's out?
Let's go.
But you're right, though. I mean, look at the Springfield game, right? You had DeLeo out. Nikita Hochtuk was out. Who else was out? One more. I lost my train of thought here for a second.
Schnarr was out, wasn't he?
Nate Schnarr was out.
Was he back?
What's that?
I'm trying to think.
Did he play? I don't.
I have to look at my notes. But anyways, here you got all these guys out that, on occasion for whatever reason, and somebody new every night seems to step up. Kevin Bahl Saturday night. Arnie Telvides, but he's been scoring goals lately. Back, I mean, he went 2 months without scoring a goal. All of a sudden, bang, bang, he's back. I'll tell you who I would have put on that list, and I know it's hard to pick one guy to replace, but for me, it was Fabian Zetterlund. I mean, this is a guy that has taken his career to the absolute next level. I mean, 3rd year in the AHL, and he's already pretty much doubled his point total from last season.
That pass to Arnie was incredible.
And that's just it. I mean, he gets he's so underrated all across the board. If you ask me, he plays such a strong 200-foot game. He's an every situation type player. And the guy is just, you know what? You can just tell this guy loves life.
Did you,
the energy.
Well, I was going to say the clip
brings,
comments posted out of him hyping up the crowd during the Laval skirmish was awesome.
That was it.
Are you not entertained? He loves this, dude. I'm telling you. Clark's been out. That's right. Graham Clark's been out. Yeah.
Clark. And they were missing one more, and it's right. Oh, Ryan Schmelzer, the captain.
That's right. Yeah, but
wow.
Scott, Ball's Army, Scott, you're 100% right. He loves it. Like, he loves this. He loves playing for it. The energy's great. He's having a blast out there, man. It's so much fun to watch these guys score a goal and then jump off the board. Like, it's great, dude. They love it.
I agree. Yeah. Yep. You don't see guys miserable coming to the rink. I mean, I guess winning cures everything, right? So they're winning, they're playing good, and
Our Armchair Pilot on YouTube, that's going to be a meme, by the way. It says Schmelzer, I don't even know her.
Yeah, we've done that one a few times too.
Dude, that's awesome. And then Scotty, your wife tuned in to mention your daughter thinks she's going to marry her.
Yeah, we've had this discussion several times already, but no, I mean
the Swedes, man.
What he was doing during that brawl, that just the end of slap shot. That's all I could think of watching that whole thing. I'm waiting for him to start ripping his jersey off. I'm like, this is going to be crazy, But yeah, I mean, if there was one guy that I was going to put on that list, it would have been Zetterlund for sure. But again, I don't know who you take off. I mean, Riley Walsh has been, just playing great this year. He was actually one of the leading defensemen scoring for the AHL. I think he's still like number 5. He cooled off for a little bit for a little while, but every player goes through that. You're going to hit your cold spells, stuff like that. But it's and how do you pick really between Schmidt and Dawes?
Yeah.
That's so hard. Yeah. How do you do that?
And it
I
makes
agree.
sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense as we're sitting here talking. I mean, Patrick Williams, picked his 3 players from the Comets that he thought, should be on that list. But here we are naming all these other players. But I mean, at the end of the day, truthfully, you look at it, we're naming all these other players, and it's showing why we have the record that we do is because all of these players are top notch, and it's exciting to watch them play. And they anticipate where each other's going to be. It's fun to see the behind the back passes, just with them saying, hey, one of my teammates is going to be in that spot. And it's exciting. It's exciting. So to name just 3, I mean, it's very difficult to name just 3 because all these guys are playing so well together.
Right. No, absolutely. Yeah, and what's crazy too is it's like you just said, Josh. Every night it's another guy. Like the Comets of old. I hate to bring up this name, but if Reed wasn't on the ice, we probably weren't getting a goal. Like, you know what I mean? That's just the way it was for a while. Right. Or like other guys throughout the time. But now it's just like, hey man, we're getting it from everywhere. I mean, there was a couple games back when I think Nico tossed one towards an empty net. He was trying to grab one from the goal, man. I'm like, this is everybody's feeling it. And that's what you get. Like, Scott, I think you and I talked about this before the game when we were standing down at center ice. You said it earlier. We walk in here like, dude, we're going to get a dub. I can feel it. Like, this is a good team right now. Like, we're buzzing. It's so much fun to watch. You get contributions from everywhere. And then, like I said on Twitter, I have faith in Coach Deneen, man, no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There's the job that he has done is incredible, and all the players love him. From all reports, they've given him all kinds of credit for everything he's done for them this season. And I just want to take a real quick break to bring in our other co-host. Better late than never. It's the Professor Jeremy Roberts. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, guys?
The new guy.
Hey, they all show up when the Ball's Army are around. I can't help it,
You guys attract
everybody shows up.
Who's out?
Balls
out.
It's a t-shirt.
Can't help it.
Dude, I love it. I'm telling you. It's the best. It's
But,
infectious.
yeah, and there's no doubt. And Dom, you bring up that point that, now we go to these games and we're expecting a win.
Absolutely.
Yep.
100%. Are you kidding?
Anybody that comes into that building that we don't think that they can't beat.
So, no,
And
we go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and if we're down, if we're losing, man, I don't ever feel like, oh man, we're out of it, because we can score at any time. Anybody on our team can score at any time. So
that's what I was gonna say. Like if we're down in a game, it's going into the intermission. They come off the ice, since I'm down there. They come off the ice and they're not hanging their heads. They're literally going, all right, who's up? Who's gonna bounce us back? Who's gonna get the next one? The puck's gonna bounce our way. They're always positive. Every single one of them. They're always positive.
Dude, I said this a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if we had ever talked about it because we had just recently started, talking and stuff. But a couple of weeks back when we had that shootout, dude, you know how good you got to be feeling for Fabio to just pull up a snapper in a shootout?
That's just it.
Dude,
those shots are so inaccurate. And you got to be feeling it.
That's what I'm saying.
You're so confident in that shot.
And Jared, you of all people know too, he skated past the bench, goes, boys, watch this. He called
that. He definitely called that. There's no doubt in my mind he called that shot.
Electric. And that's it, man. And Scott, not to cut you off, but what the Balls Army guys were just saying, you have a guy that can dangle you out of your skates like Holtzy, and then a guy that just lets off a missile like Fabio. There's just weapons of all shapes and sizes on this team. And then, hey, listen, if neither of those guys are getting one, let's just get a blue line clap bomb from Kevin Bahl and let's put one in the back of the net, boys. Come on.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right. That's right.
All I was going to say is, we as fans have got to come up with a nickname for this Holtz Zetterlund combination because they're such good friends. I think they actually live together.
They do,
yeah.
And, we got to come up with something like the Swedish Supermen or something like that.
The Swedish Connection.
Yeah.
Swedish Express.
So that'll be our homework for not only us, but for anybody who's listening. We got to come up with a nickname.
Yeah, if you got one, drop it in the comments or whatever.
Balls.
Challenge accepted. Hey, we'll think of something.
Balls. The sweaty balls.
Get a Balls Army shirt or pick it.
Dude, for real though. But no, they you know what I watched too? Zetterholz. Oh my god. So Scotty, it was a couple games back too, and other Scott, because there's two Scotts on here. You had said how
never had this before.
Who's who of Scotts? No, week. 2 weeks in a row we have a second Scott. So you said your son starts to follow the Devils now and all that. And the big comment, the big issue with Holtzy was I think Lindy Ruff's exact words was he was a defensive liability. I think that was his exact words in the press conference. So me and other Scott and Jeff Hart, who was watching the show, we were standing on the against the railing having a drink while they were warming up, and Holtzy's leaning against the glass, and Zetterlund's just dropping shoulders into him, just beating the crap out of him. I'm like, let's go! They're toughing each other out. This is great. It's terrific. It's just fantastic.
Yeah. Love to see it. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, dude, for real. The team chemistry right now is electric. These guys, I was in the tunnel once this year. I was down with one of my buddies. Jerry, you're there all the time. Yep. But like you said, the energy they have, man, they love playing in front of the fans, and you guys are certainly helping that quite a bit. So we got to keep that up.
It's incredible. You go down.
Jeremy's frozen.
Oh, he froze up.
He froze.
We went down. I was. That's right.
He's looking down too.
Down.
It's incredible. But you know what? We ought to talk to the comments and see if you guys can have a bullhorn or a megaphone or something like that. That would be great. Could you imagine being able to hear that in its entirety throughout the arena? That would be awesome.
Over that, we
Josh's horn is pretty loud. Josh's horn is pretty loud. He's got a really loud horn.
Yeah,
there you go.
I don't even know what the name of Vuvuzuela.
Oh, it's a Vuvuzuela. Yeah, the plastic horn. Those things are so loud.
Oh, it's absolutely obnoxious, and it's awesome.
Love it.
That is great. Well, guys, we've been talking about the home games at the Adirondack Bank Center so much, but I want to know: has the Balls Army been out on the road yet? And if not, is there any plans to do so?
It's coming.
Yes,
we signed up for the bus trip to Wilkes-Barre Scranton in March. Greg Rate's bus trip there.
Yeah,
so we're taking on the road.
So
nice.
we talk about Balls Army growing, and one day there's a post on the Utica Comets hardcore page about the bus trip that's coming up, and I don't have time to pull it up on the phone, but they started saying, we've got this March 19th bus trip to Wilkes-Barre Scranton. There's still seats available. We're looking to fill it up. And then the next line, right in the middle, it says, we have not heard from the BAHL'S Army crew yet. So we got called out. And
so that was pretty much a challenge, yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm in. So we're gonna bring it on the road.
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
That
There's Greg tuning in right now. Thanks for plug. Yeah, Scotty, we should start whenever Greg does a group is having a trip like that. We should make sure we call it out because that's an awesome thing.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
For sure.
No doubt about it. And I think there's still tickets available for that, isn't there?
There could be.
Yeah, I think he said there's like
a few seats left, but it
20
is filling
seats
up
left
fast
or so.
now.
Yeah, we'll see if
Oh,
Greg
yeah.
can put it up in the comments for us. See if there's any left, and if anybody wants a ticket, they can certainly get a hold of them. That would be for sure because that's going to be a great time. I wish I was able to go on that.
$80, you get your game ticket, you get the bus ride, you get to party with the BAHL'S Army. I think you get a hot dog, a soda. So I'm not a bad deal, right?
That is awesome.
He says there's about 20 tickets left. So everybody, if you want to hop on that group or that bus trip, rather, Obi says you're going to smother them in balls down in PA. So let's go.
Yeah, that's right, Obi.
They're not
That's
ready for
right,
that.
Obi.
They're not ready for that.
Yep, that's going to go over well down that way. I can't
Oh
wait.
yeah, I just wait for someone to say, "You guys got some balls." You know that?
Yep, every shift.
And you know what? It would be fun to hit a game in Syracuse.
Yeah.
Years over.
I'm
Because
down.
anytime we can go there and rub it right in the Crunchies' faces is a good time for me. So
Yeah,
we'll have to we'll take our balls to Syracuse and rub them right in their face.
I'm in. I'm 100% in. Scotty, Jared, if you guys are in, next time we play Syracuse, I don't know when that is. If I can make it, let's do it because that'll be a blast. Because it's about time. I know they've been around a lot longer than us at this point, but it's about time we start getting the respect that we deserve here in Utica because I'm sick and tired of hearing about Syracuse.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know why. It's for what? What have they done?
Thank you, Jeremy. That's exactly what I was thinking too.
I don't hear about them at all.
I mean, they
Jared
had
gets unfrozen and throws the pipe bomb. That's awesome.
One good season, and they think they're like the end all be all of AHL hockey.
Well, hey,
I mean, sure, okay, great. I will give them this. They are the farm team of Tampa Bay, but let's face it, none of those guys in Syracuse are going to Tampa Bay.
But
None of them.
I agree. Man, since we're bashing Syracuse right now, man, Alex Bure-Boulay fell off hard, didn't he?
Oh,
I mean, that kid was a stud the last couple of years, and now he's just struggling. Oh,
yeah.
It's too bad. If only they had somebody like Ludo on our team. Oh, well.
Well, which one?
Which
one?
That's it.
Oh man. So I'm going to assume that Syracuse, obviously you guys think Syracuse is our biggest rivals, but if you take Syracuse and Rochester out of the equation, is there any other AHL team that really grinds your gears?
Well, after this week, I bet everybody's got a new one.
I can go like old school and go back to Hershey Bears have always grinded me. Always.
Really?
Yeah, because they were the big rivals of the Utica Devils.
It's true.
Yeah.
They were a huge. They were big, and I remember those games were a bloodbath when Hershey came in here.
Yeah, true.
Do you guys remember? You remember a few years ago we played? I believe it was the Senators. That New Year's game.
New Year's Eve. Yeah.
There was about 100 fights.
Yep.
Ever since then, man, I don't know. Every time they come to town, I still feel a little different about them. That was an awesome game. But man, just every time the puck dropped, there was a fight. It's one of those games. It was a lot of fun. But
I'm with Mr. Armchair Pilot on YouTube, Laval, the D-Gens from up country.
Yeah, I think they are the new ones. Yeah.
After Friday night, he's got a point. There's no doubt about it. And unfortunately, Laval is one of those teams that can actually kind of match up well with the Comets.
Dude,
to be perfectly honest with you. I mean,
better than their record says, I'm telling you.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And that with the Comets winning, they took the season series lead at 3-2. But if they had lost Friday night, that would be like the only team in the league that they have a losing record against this year.
Well, you got to think, Scotty, and I don't know. We talked about it a little bit too. Other Scott, that's not a really great name, but Other Scott at the game.
about called Ball Scott? What do you say?
I was just gonna
There you
say,
go.
why don't you just call him Bald Scott?
Scotty Balls. So me and Scotty Balls are standing hanging out. We're talking to Josh's brother
They were
Roger.
hanging out. They had a great trip.
We were hanging out and a little breeze. It was a cool breeze. And yeah, but Montreal for like almost a week straight, they had like 2 lines worth of ECHL players.
Yeah.
Like that whole organization's just been ravaged with injuries and COVID and stuff. So Laval, I mean, they're a lot better than they look, man. That they're a tough team to look out for. Ed, I have full confidence in the boys. Full confidence. Clear eyes, Coach Deneen can't lose. I got no problem with any of that. But if there's a team that's underrated as far as the standings go, I think it's Laval. I mean, they're 9th in the conference, but they're better than that, man. I'm telling you, they're way better than that.
Oh, way better. Absolutely, 100%.
And that whole little rivalry started with that Cole Caulfield incident at the beginning of the season, right? So
Daddy
it's been brewing since then.
Daddy had to save him.
Boy, I say though,
Yep.
if they hook up in the playoffs, that is going to be a war.
That'll be good.
It will.
Yep.
There's no doubt about it.
I don't want to lose to Laval.
We won't.
You won't. That's the motivation that we need, Josh. There you
Here's
go.
the problem. I don't really want to link up with them because at this point we can't cross the border to go see it.
Right.
True.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good point. That's
So-
a really good point.
Well,
But you know what though? If we go to Laval, you guys are going to have to come up with some Ball's Army in French,
All right. Hey.
because right.
Figure it out.
Avez-vous balls. I will drive. Drew says I'll drive 7 hours to cheer the boys on if it's a playoff series. Yes, you will, Drew. Yes, you will.
That's right.
Yeah, we're all going on a major road trip there.
100%. Right. Oh man.
That is great. That is great. So listen, just one little tidbit here. The AHL did announce today that for the rest of this season, the home team will be wearing their dark sweaters instead of the whites. What's your thoughts on that?
Doesn't
I
change.
love
how
it
they play.
because white, I get white too dirty, so we got to go with the blood will blend in with the jersey now, it won't stand out as much.
Dude, you know how sick it'd be if we could get the boys to have warm-ups with balls out shirts on?
Oh man.
Oh,
Well, speaking of which, that was hysterical because as we were waiting for Kevin Bahl to come up at the end of the game, and as the rest of the players were coming up, we're standing there. We've got our balls out shirts on, and 80% of them, almost every single one, as they're walking up the stairs, they're yelling "balls out, balls out." Every player coming up the stairs.
Yep.
So I could only imagine what's going on in that locker room too. It's caught on.
Dude, it's
caught
gonna
I
get
wonder-
so bad. Go ahead, Scotty.
I wonder if he catches any heat from the rest of the boys, because I mean Kevin's the one with the club here,
He might, dude, if he botches a shift or something, misses a pass, he might.
I wonder if they break his balls, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
No pun intended. Very punny. You dude,
Yeah.
I think I said to you, it's motivation for the guy, man. Come on,
It is.
like he's got to love it.
Really is.
It seems like he enjoys it. I mean, if in the event that it keeps growing the way it is, you're gonna have to mute your Twitter notifications because you're gonna be blowing up on game day.
yeah, right.
yeah. Oh man, after Saturday night, it blew up. It blew up a lot. Yeah.
I was gonna say you
Oh,
guys
I
got
bet.
a decent amount of followers after that, I would assume, right?
Yeah. We've jumped up quite a few since this all started. Yep.
That's
Well,
awesome.
I can tell you guys that you are also mentioned on another podcast, Neil Villapiano's Devil State of Mind podcast. He's been on the show a few times. The guy's a riot. You got to check this podcast out. And his newest episode he released today, he mentioned you guys because he's talking about Utica and Alexander Holtz being on fire, and he's a little down on his Devils right now, but he's loving what's going on up here. And
He's got to make a trip.
That's what he said. He said on the podcast today that he's planning on making a trip up here to watch a game in Utica. So
Oh, the guy needs a shirt.
I was just going to say,
100%.
we
Round
can
shirt.
Neil into the
Add it
Balls
to the
Army.
list, Scott. Add it to the list.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
So the comments right now are amazing, right? Armchair Pilot, Scott should have his wife in the background pressing shirts. Very funny. Greg, this just in. Obi just signed up, turning the bus trip into Balls trip, and they should rebrand
All right,
section 2
Obi.
and 3 the Balls section. I love it. I love it. Josh says can't stand Laval after these 2 games. Josh, completely agree. Sick and tired of them. Can't stand it because they just play a style of hockey that's like the only style that's competed with us all year. So it's going to be fun the rest of the season. I don't know how many times we play them again. I got to check the schedule.
Got
but
one more time.
One more?
It's in Laval in April. Looking at it right now. Let's see. Was it the 9th? April 9th in Laval.
Oh, so
When's the regular season end?
The regular season ends April 30th. They had to extend it because of the games that had to be made up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
interesting. How many are we still doing? Did the playoff format change at all, Scotty?
No, it's still based on
your.
Well, it's still based on winning percentage.
No, yeah, but like, are they still letting the same amount of teams in? Like, did any of that change? Or
I believe it's very similar to what the NHL is doing.
Okay.
Honestly, I haven't really looked too far into it because the Comets are so far ahead, and it's pretty much a foregone conclusion.
I was going to say it's the top 4 from each division, then, right? So we're going to have the 8 teams in each conference.
I believe.
So if the season ended today, then we'd be the number 1 seed in our division, and Laval be the number 4. So it would come down to ranking as far as who plays who. But it also is going to depend on winning percentage, because if you look at just the conference, Laval's they're not in the top 8. So I don't know. It depends on how they're doing it.
Right.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really interesting, because if they were to sneak it, if they did it just by the conference and by winning percentage, if they sneak past Charlotte, we're the number 1. We'd have to play them. So.
Yeah, right.
233 crazies from NGA. Yeah, dude. I meant to get down there and talk to some of them, but I didn't have a chance. I got too distracted with the balls going out.
And I'll tell you what. But by the end of the season, if Kevin Bahl does get called up to New Jersey, we got to make a road trip down there too.
Oh,
the Balls Army has to invade the Rock.
Balls removed.
I don't know if a Ranger fan can walk into the Rock.
You can stop it. You
don't
can.
Know.
It's a lot cheaper to go to the.
Everything's a lot cheaper. Everything's cheaper than MSG.
He got called up earlier in the season, and we were like, "What do we do now?"
Yeah, the foot fetish. You brought that up earlier. The foot fetish.
Oh man, Dawsey's.
We got a couple backups.
That's great.
We got Dawson. Yeah, we got Holy Schmidt. We got Dawson for Nico Dawes. We got a couple different T-shirts in the works. We're trying to. You always got to have a backup, right?
Yeah, right. That's great. That is awesome.
3 to 1 Sens. Yeah, 3 to 1 Sens.
Yeah. Dawsey's giving up 3, but
in defense of him, their defense stinks.
Well, not only that, guys,
yeah, that's true.
But I see like a lot of and I understand the frustration from Devils fans. I get it. I mean, it's just been a nightmare season for them. But you can't get too down on Dawes and Schmidt at the NHL level. Let's not forget, this is their first professional season.
Right.
I mean, it's they're what, 20 and 21 years old, I think, something like that. So if you think that they're going to step in and be, a 1B goaltender for the NHL, that's a little bit unrealistic.
Right.
And it's not their fault. I mean, that's more, and again, like we were talking earlier, who would have thunk that Scott Wedgwood getting claimed would throw such a monkey wrench into everything, right? Scott Wedgwood got claimed, and all of a sudden, 2 months into the season, the world went to hell. I mean, it's just so it's just one of those things. But I wouldn't be surprised, actually, if New Jersey does get a goaltender just to finish the season out, because it doesn't look like Mackenzie Blackwood's coming back. Reports today said that he's actually seeking a second and third opinion on that heel injury, which never means anything good.
Nope.
So, can we get therapy recommendations for Neil?
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have to check on him after this game's over with.
Let's just shoot him a text. Hey man, how you doing?
No. Actually, he does those game watch-alongs on YouTube for the Hockey Podcast Network, and I'll tell you what, if we had the one for the Devils on right now, I'm sure he's probably losing his mind.
Well, okay, so here's the disadvantage that we have is like covering a team that's winning is awesome, but there's so much opportunity for great content when the team's bad. You know what I mean? So like Neil should just embrace the suck. Like just embrace the suck. Like that's what it is.
Oh man.
I don't think he can though.
It's not in his nature. He doesn't have that. No, he doesn't have that.
Well, we'll have to see if the Devils actually turn it around, in the next year or two. We'll see how, just how.
I mean, if Jack Hughes is going to be wearing a magician's hat and stuff, if that's what they're doing, I mean, it's not the direction.
Well, actually, you know what? I got that on tap for a topic a few minutes down the road here. I'm wondering, guys, we got a few more non-Comets topics to talk about. You want to stick around for the rest of the show, or?
Sure.
Yeah, a few minutes?
Yeah, I'll stick around. No problem.
All right. Perfect. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to segue into that part of the show by doing Breakaway Trivia. Breakaway Trivia is brought to you by Jimmy the Iceman McNeil's children's book, The Red and White Zamboni Ice Machine, which is upstairs, and I didn't grab it before I came downstairs. Anyways, you guys have seen it all if you've been watching the show. You can order your book by emailing Jimmy at mac_iceman@hotmail.com. This week's question is, who did the Utica Comets play in their first ever regular season game?
I have the ticket on my wall.
Okay, so you're going to answer last.
I know who it was. Yeah, I know who it was. I got
Jerry,
it.
you got a guess?
I don't. Binghamton.
I know.
Okay. Josh.
I think it was Rochester.
Okay. Dom?
I'm siding with Josh because he says Syracuse.
Okay.
Other Josh. We have so many people with the same
I was
name.
going to say, I know, right?
Josh in the comments.
You
Wait.
guys just said good name again.
Were we playing West Coast teams? I don't know. I got nothing.
Well,
I don't.
middle, central teams.
Central.
All
Okay.
right, Scott, go ahead and tell them. Who is it?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I was gonna say Albany, but I couldn't remember.
No.
I blanked. All right, I folded under the pressure.
Dude, I love it.
It's right upstairs. I'll go look.
Barry
John and
says
Barry Shelley are correct. It was Rochester.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, Barry says Rochester, and they lost. I mean, they lost.
Oh boy. So on to segment 2 with the hockey hot takes. We got a happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday to Darren Archibald, the former Utica Comet, turns 32 on Wednesday.
He's playing in Germany.
Archie,
Archie.
man,
you know
I
what?
loved Archie so much, so much.
Dude, that hit he threw is still one of the most vicious ones I've ever seen.
It's still showing. It's
Yep.
still showing like everywhere.
There, hang on, hang on.
Uh-oh.
There we go. My inaugural season, Darren Archibald
there
signed
it
puck
is,
right
there it
there.
is.
Nice. That's very cool.
Yeah,
That is,
dude, he was the man.
Yeah.
that is great. That is awesome.
I mean, talk about a fan, someone who grew right into a fan favorite right then and there.
Yeah, no kidding, right? He was the original Balls Army.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
There was
Yeah,
many a night that I would see him at the casino and have a few drinks with him. many.
And how many do you remember?
One.
Yeah. Well, anyways, guys, the other tenant of the Adirondack Bank Center, the Utica College Pioneers men's hockey team, is now ranked number 2 in the nation. The latest USCHO poll came out today. Geneseo losing this weekend helped, but the Comets are rolling. They took down Nashville.
Pioneers.
Yeah, what I say?
You said
You said the
Comets.
comments.
Comets.
Oh, did I?
Jinx, you
I
owe me a
get so
Coke.
carried away. I get so carried away.
Scotty, not to interrupt you, but Jer, I saw that the Naz boys got a little frustrated with the herd, huh?
Oh, just a touch.
Let's talk about that then.
Just a
What
touch.
happened?
Well, the herd sits right in 10. Well, they come down to 103, let's just say. And they keep it nice, clean, fun, friendly chanting that goes on, and Nazareth didn't like it, so they sprayed a water bottle. Cool. And any hockey player knows the moment that you acknowledge the fans, your head's already out of the game. So the fans will just feed off of it. And doing it to the herd is going to be all over you.
Gutless.
And they are
Gutless.
They are absolutely they are just relentlessly going after teams. And anybody that wants to come into the odd, I mean, I'm going to warn you. You better come with it because the herd will come with it better.
So speaking of the odd, though, Josh tuned in the comment section that said that there's an usher at the UC game. I don't know if he listens to this, but if you do or you know this guy, he says there's no more beer mids allowed because Blake Holmes was jumping into the glass and knocking him down after the dub.
After
and
the
I don't know if you know this, but that's going to happen every game because boys are rolling. So let's get those beer mids back in action because that's not fair. And I would like to come down and participate in the beer mid because that sounds awesome.
Yeah. I don't know who does that section, but that's just
we're gonna have to have a talk. But anyway, the herd, because I don't know who runs that page, the Instagram page for them. Whoever does not have a filter, which is bananas. But he posted a picture of the glass is just covered in water. I'm like, oh no. I didn't even read the caption yet. I just saw it and I just go, oh no.
It's funny. They will be going absolutely berserk, right, in section 103. And Coach Fagiano also sits in 103. So, and usually he'll come a little later, and the boys will be going crazy. Coach Fagiano shows up, and all of a sudden it's like a library. Calms down. The boys are good. Coach Fagiano leaves. It's like a bomb went off. And it's still all clean fun. You know,
Right.
I mean, the football team is doing a very, very good job, and the hockey team does a very good job of, you know, supporting, you know, the athletics at UC, and they stick together. And, you know, and believe me, the boys, you know, for the hockey team, they love it. They absolutely love it. And the herd loves it just as much. And trust me, the boys hear it, and they, just like the fans with the balls out, just like Deneen said, the fans hear them, you know, and the boys feed off of it. And UC's just plugging along. And, you know, it's only a matter of time until, you know, we go up north and take what's rightfully ours.
Well, you know, here's the thing too about UC is it much like the Comets, you always seem to have somebody else stepping up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
Sean Dixon goes down to injury. Right. Brian Landsberger has been just unbelievable this season. You know, filling it. He's got. I think I did an article earlier. He's got like a .57 GAA. Something like that. 964 save percentage.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous what he's doing, and ridiculous in a good way. I mean, and I just want to throw this out there. Friend of the show, Jackson Ruckowski, congratulations on your first goal of the season Sunday.
Let's go, Jax.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was talking to him earlier because he posted the ranking on his Instagram, and I messaged him. I go, "It's about time, huh?" And he goes, "Yeah, it is." And then he messaged me again like 2 seconds later. He goes, "We need Adrian to drop one." I go, "Oh, well, you get your shot."
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, it's crazy, crazy. I mean, they just finally took us long enough to get one more spot up. Finally.
Well, I mean, all we needed was a team to lose. You know, we weren't gonna jump anybody.
They couldn't play any better. Like, we can't play any better. Like,
right, we can't.
Dynamite.
And I mean, not to, you know, discredit Cortland. They lost to Cortland, right, Geneseo?
Yeah.
I mean, not to discredit Cortland, but I mean, if Geneseo plays them again, it's going to be a different outcome. You know, I don't see Cortland beating Geneseo one more time if they ever play it again.
Yeah.
Watching Geneseo live, they're a very good hockey team. They're a very good hockey team. Yeah.
Really fast.
I mean, it's crazy because we're now what is it? What are 12 straight now, Jer? Not to jinx him.
I believe it's 12 or 13.
12. I think it's 12 straight. I think there's 12. It's 14-0 in the conference. I mean, they're buzzing.
We're buzzing.
Jeff Hart says against former teammate JT. Yeah, nice. Well, bragging rights for our boy Jax. Dude, I'm telling you, it's the Marty's bump. The boys have been buzzing. Gary came on. Team started buzzing. Monkey's been one of the top scorers on the team. He came on the show. Jax got a goal finally. He came on the show. It's the Marty's bump. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now we got to add in the balls bump.
Dude, they're doing it themselves, man. They don't. we need a ball bump, okay?
We call it the ball rub, okay?
Oh, geez.
Oh man, that's great. That is so great. Just one other topic of conversation here. The NHL is back tonight with 2 games. Right now, I'm looking to see Ottawa is up 3-1 over New Jersey. Nico Dawes from the Comets is getting the start in this one. There's only one other game, and I think the Oilers are involved. Anyways,
Carolina and Toronto, isn't it?
Oh, is it? That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. I looked at the wrong page.
Yeah,
Anyways,
Carolina scored early, I believe.
Well, Carolina and Toronto. That'll probably be a high-scoring game, anyways.
Yeah. And they've already had a fight.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Smitty and Simmons went at it.
Nice.
Really? That was probably a good one.
Yeah, well, I guess apparently it was.
Good.
Gary's all fired up.
Oh yeah.
But we just had the All-Star break this past weekend. They had the skills challenge on Friday night, 2 new contests, and then on Saturday, the Metropolitan won the All-Star game itself. What do you guys think about All-Star Weekend? Because I'm going to tell you from a personal standpoint, I am just more and more not caring about it at all. I used to love it.
Yeah.
And now it's just, for one thing, here's the thing, right? I'm watching that skills competition because I had to watch the replay of it. And yeah, it was kind of cool what they did with that whole, the blackjack thing and the Bellagio. And here's the thing, guys, wouldn't it kill these players to smile a little bit and act like they want to be there? Because did you notice like a lot of these guys are just kind of standing there? They would introduce them and they would do kind of, yeah, how you doing? Yeah. It's like, guys, you're in Vegas.
Dude, that's why it's the Trevor Zegers show, man. That kid's electric.
Dude,
put a camera on that kid all the time. Dude, he's insane. Content 24/7.
That was insane what he did.
I know.
I kept watching. I'm like, I go, he did what?
Yeah.
Wait, he's blindfolded.
Uh-huh.
And then they
that
give
was
the win to
ridiculous.
Alex Petrangelo, who missed the net.
Right. Right.
Come on.
I mean, I think, I mean, it's probably one of the better All-Star weekends that you probably see in sports. I mean,
Better than a Pro Bowl.
Let's face it. I was going to say the Pro Bowl. Really? Like, who honestly cares about that? Like, that's just one you can't even hit in a regular season game. Then you're going to watch these guys go out in a Pro Bowl. Really? Why don't you just go play flag football and make it, make it 7-on-7? Make it a little bit more exciting.
Yep.
Right.
Bring back the quarterback competition, man. That was
Right.
Yeah.
the arms that we have in the league now. Bring that back.
That's
Right.
awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I used to love that, especially with the moving
Me
target.
too.
The moving target.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, as much as I don't like, I mean, kickers are great and all, but I think like if they played 3-bar, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
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 Because I mean, they hold that and they hold them in practices,
Right.
and in the Pro Bowl. I mean, it's something. Just try something because
Right.
you're losing audience just by playing the game to begin with. I mean, it's a
Yep.
terrible event.
Jer, it's interesting you say that. I don't know if you see the comment section, but our buddy Jordy said when it comes to the All-Star weekend, it's all about the little things.
It's all about the little things. Yeah.
oh wow, an hour in, there's a comment section. This is cool.
Oh, yeah.
dude, we've been buzzing over here, man.
Oh
People
wow,
loving
this
this.
is great.
Blow it up.
Yeah. So, Jared, so when you mentioned that, kind of articulate. My buddy Dwayne on Twitter, he's nuts. He has a following because he blew up on WGNR out in Buffalo once. Yeah, I have to send you guys the clips. He called in and just yelled about the Sabres for like 3 minutes and went super viral. Like Steve Dangle was talking about his show. It was crazy. Just screamed for like 3 minutes about the Sabres and then just went, I'll hang up and I'll listen. And that was it. And it was epic. So we were talking on Twitter about like what they should do like to spice up the All-Star Week. I go, dude, it'd be really fun? It's not even like a hockey. It's a hockey thing, but it's not hockey related. They should put a platform or like a rug out on the middle of the ice and just let the boys play sewer ball. Like there's your you want to spice up the All-Star Weekend. There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Who's the NHL's best sewer player? There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. There you go.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Actually, I think it would just be. I would actually be happy if they went back to the East versus West.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not a big fan of this 4-division half period, whatever it is they got going on.
But then you got to watch a full ice game, and then you're going to get into basically what the NFL Pro Bowl is, where they're not going to hit each other. It's going to be breakaway.
They don't hit each other
breakaway.
now.
But now it's 3-on-3. It's a little bit more exciting.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's really exciting watching. I mean, these guys get to like the red line and they stop skating if they're on defense.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. You know,
And most of them are forwards.
Obviously, you don't want to see. You don't want to see Scott Stevens blow people up hits in the All-Star game. Of course not. But I don't know. I guess it's just me and my little rant for tonight because, like I said, the All-Star game, it's kind of lost its luster for me.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So, not to end on a downer, right? So, we're going to actually one more announcement. The NHL announced that the Winter Classic is coming to Fenway Park again next year, 2023. Does
should come to Griffiths Air Force Base.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up because.
Yeah, what about that? I bought tickets for that. What happened to that?
I bought tickets for that too. I think
it's coming.
No doubt.
It's coming. It's coming. Just be patient. It's coming.
I don't know if you noticed this, Jared, but I'm not good at patient.
So yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You okay with having to come back to Fenway, or is there someplace else that you think it should go?
I'd rather watch hockey in Fenway than I would that baseball team that plays there.
There you go.
Now we're stuck with the Bruins. Like we got to watch the Bruins again.
I know,
dude. Lake Louise in Canada, bring it on. I'd love that.
Yeah, right.
Outdoors be sweet.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go to Fenway though. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's close enough. I'm gonna try to make the trip.
It would be.
I mean,
cool.
I think it should be like maybe in Canada somewhere. Like again, like Montreal. Have a Montreal and Toronto game outside,
dude. All right, so hear me out. So I don't know if any of you guys would really know social media like stuff. You know who Nasher is, or not? Pet Nasher, Pavel Barber. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, dude. The clip he posted playing ice hockey just in the harbor in Toronto. Dude, play the game right there. That would be insane.
That would be actually pretty cool.
With the tower behind him, dude. It looks so cool. Do it. Oh, it'd be electric. It'd be electric. The only thing is, though, it's got to be a really cold day.
It's got to be. I was going to say it's got to be absolutely freezing.
That could be a disaster. I always thought it'd be cool.
Or
if you did one, like,
really
on the deck of an
exciting.
aircraft carrier.
An aircraft carrier?
Yeah, could you imagine? You got enough room on the deck of an aircraft carrier. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, why not?
You know, but,
Why not? Who knows? But it's the NHL, and they'll figure a way to screw it up because they screw
Oh,
up
there's
everything.
no doubt about it.
Like playing in Lake Tahoe in the sunshine. That was awesome.
Yep.
That was delayed 6
Eating
hours
in
because they had
slush.
to wait for darkness.
Oh man,
Drew says he was out. Yeah, that's what you. So you know what I'm talking about, Drew. Of course you do. My friendly Canadian friend. He knows exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, Barry got the New Jersey Warriors, a team of disabled veterans who the New Jersey Devils sponsor, will be coming to the Rink of Dreams next winter to play an outdoor game. If you are a player, you are welcome to come down and play. Well, keep us definitely updated on that one, Barry.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So, anyways, I think
I'll
that's
play for
about
that.
all the time we've got, guys. Josh, Scott, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, let's give a shout out to the rest of our Balls crew that couldn't make it here tonight. So, Marky, Greg, Obi, and Paul. I'll see you guys next weekend.
I got to get one of these shirts, by the way.
Hey,
I
I talked to Scott. Send me your size. We'll hook it up. We got you.
Sweet.
And also, hey, Josh, let's plug your business for you real quick, by the way.
Definitely.
Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm a home inspector. My business is Priceless Inspections, located here in Utica. Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we'll talk. We'll do some ad stuff for you too, just because I'm crazy and I don't mind yelling into a camera. So we'll do some stuff.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
deal.
Priceless Inspections commercial. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
That'll be
Yeah,
great. Thank you.
Absolutely. How about you, Scott?
Hey,
Anybody to give a shout out to?
Epic Imagery DJ service. I'm a wedding DJ on the side.
Are you really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
All
That's
right.
awesome.
I'm gonna be DJing Josh's wedding next year.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Bahl with that.
So yeah, we got to get that out there, right? But
Definitely.
shout outs, man. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting us, man, because it just started out with a couple of idiots in 203 screaming balls out, and it's become a thing, man. And my wife is sick of hearing me talk about it. You're talking about balls again. Yeah, honey, talking about balls again. Sorry, but
What else does a guy have to talk about besides
Like-
balls?
All right.
I
Right.
mean, come on. So yeah, so shout out to everybody who's been supporting us, man,
Yeah.
and to the guy who sits in this section next to us that says, "Who cares when we yell balls out?
Yeah.
Mind your own business." Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
Get
come
that
on,
guy a
balls-
crunch shirt.
balls are getting bigger.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's all. You guys need a theme song now, like Big Balls from AC/DC, you know?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that I hope somebody from the comments is listening to that one and plays that over the loudspeaker.
Oh my God, that'd be perfect.
Come
we,
on.
we have got to bring that to the fan zone. We got to.
We got to drop that knowledge on Adam Pollock.
Yeah, no doubt. No
Hey,
doubt.
if
just saw
nothing
something-
else,
Saw one come up in the
if-
comments, and Michelle, thank you. Yes, my wife, my fiance is the best.
We're a big happy family here at,
Yes,
at,
we are.
the
That's all.
Comets fandom. It's a big family.
exactly.
Oh boy. Well, guys, listen, thank you for coming on. This has been just amazing, man. This has been so much fun. And you know what? You got to come back on sometime.
Absolutely.
This is
100%.
great. You know, because we've been actually talking. We're talking about, you know, maybe come playoff time, if we can pull this off, maybe doing like a tailgate pregame show out in the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
Do something like that. I mean, it would be a blast, you know?
Absolutely.
So,
Sure.
It's basically be a kegger with microphones.
basically,
All
yeah.
right.
Just like,
You
yeah,
can't
man,
beat
I'll
it.
live.
Yeah, I'm in.
You
I'm
can't
in.
beat it. Can't beat it.
But
Yeah, thank you guys. I mean, thanks for hooking this up. It's
oh,
been a blast,
absolutely.
man.
No, this has been really fun, man. You guys are you're killing it at the audience. It's great. It really is.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you. We're just a little part of it. We're doing our part. I know there's people all around the that's doing their thing too. You know, it's all about just going out having fun. It really is.
Absolutely.
at the end of the day, man, we love Utica Comets hockey. It's what brings us all together, right? So,
For
who's
sure.
out?
Balls
out.
Exactly.
That's great.
Clip it. I'll clip that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. That was fantastic. And actually, I have one announcement to make, too. So, next week, we're going to be recording on Tuesday night, and I will be back in the My Little Falls studios with Dave the Save Warner, and I do believe Gump's coming back next week, too. Dave is feeling healthy enough to start handling the slick production job that he always does. So I will be back in the studio. Shouldn't have to worry about any more audio troubles like the dinosaur system I have going on. And so, but anyways, yeah, that's going to be fun. We got the Henriksen family coming on who went down to Henrik Lundqvist's retirement ceremony at the request of the Rangers. And they're going to tell that story. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, like I said, thank you to the BAHL'S Army for coming on. And I tell you what, this has been just such a fun time. We'll do this again, but guess what, guys? That's all we got for tonight. So anyways, for Dom Real, for Jeremy Roberts, for the BAHL'S Army, I'm Scott Kimball. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next week on Marty's Illegal Stick Hockey Podcast.